Hey everybody, so today's video is going to be a recreation video. I'm going to show you the picture that we're going to be doing today. It's just a screenshot. So we're going to do this, I don't know if y'all can see it, that top photo right there. That's what we're going to go for. That's what we're going for today. I was trying to find the photo somewhere else where it's like not from a TikTok video, but that's the only thing I could find. So we're actually going to start off with primer. I'm actually going to mix 3 different primers today. It's going to be the Dr. Brandt Luminizer Primer, and this one's the Ciate London Watermelon Burst Hydrate Primer. And I'm just going to add a little bit of Hard Candy Sensitive Skin Primer. These are the ones I'm going to be using today. Just going to take a little bit of each one. I don't know why, I just felt like mixing up primers today. You guys let me know if you guys like the new setup. I was just kind of getting tired of the old one. This is how I used to do my videos before my account was deleted by myself. Yeah, I just felt like changing things up. So we're just going to mix those primers. Now for this look, you can, if you want to, use mascara. If you don't want to do that, you can definitely use false lashes. I went ahead and did my at-home eyelash extension, so I would not be using eyeliner today, as well as, of course, lashes or mascara, except for my bottom. So I'm not really gonna take time in this video to go over all the products. Some of them, a lot of them are just repeats of what I normally use in the past. But today I am gonna be more so talking about a specific topic, and yeah, that's what we're gonna do. All right. So we're going to let that sit for a few minutes, and then I'll be right back. All right, let's go ahead and get into foundation. The topic I want to talk about today, this was actually an idea from somebody else, is quiet quitting. Now, if you know me in my personal life, then you do know that I don't know if this qualifies as quietly quitting, but I went to work on a Friday and I did not show up that Monday. I quit that Monday morning. And a lot of people will probably be like, why? Your job was so easy. You could have been on Instagram majority of the day if you really wanted to and just been on social media. Yes and no. So prior to me leaving the job, I was already planning on leaving. I was going to leave in the middle of or early September, one of the two. So that was already in the works to actually leave. The only thing that kept me staying there or kept me there was the fact that I had a few personal goals that I really, really wanted to accomplish before leaving that job. And so that job was just really, really toxic. My husband was already asking me to quit my job because he was like, you don't need that. It's just too much stress on you. And towards the end, I had less of duties to actually complete for my job. Basically, we got a new boss, and prior to that boss coming in, my old boss and I had not necessarily an arrangement, we just had a discussion. We had discussed of the type of work that I have been putting into the job was really sought after. So they were looking to go ahead and work with me to train me to become an office manager. And then once I got to that point where they felt like, okay, she's good, after that, then we'll go ahead and talk about promotion. This was all expressed to me once I got my first promotion at my job. And I was like, okay, this is actually what I've been working for. That's the reason why I've been, busting my tail at work. Not because I want to do just the same thing for the rest of my life. I wanted to, climb up the ladder at work. So my boss saw this and we talked about it, and that's what we worked on. I started coming onto bigger projects. He introduced me into projects that were not in my scope of business. So we did discuss of what my new task would be, what that looked like. Basically gave me freedom to complete the task as I wished. So there was a lot of leniency, just to more so see how I would handle certain situations, especially with our ED, executive director, not being there. So this went on for like a year and a half, I want to say. So I went ahead, I trained firstly, once I got my promotion, I trained for that. Once I got that under my belt, then the discussion was brought up again about, hey, these are our future plans on what we would like for you to do. And basically, when it was reiterated, I was like, okay, great. This is actually going to be something that it's actually going to happen. It's not like they're just stringing me along. So a lot of people were informed, hey, if you guys have any questions regarding blah, 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 go see me. And a lot of times when certain situations happen, they'll be like, just get with B, and then she'll go ahead and she'll take care of it and she'll help you along the way. I just don't have time for this. So it started becoming whatever our ED didn't have time for or kind of didn't want to do, went ahead and went on my plate. I was like, okay, it's fine, because at the end of the day, even if I do decide to go somewhere else, at least I have all this experience to be able to apply and qualify for a higher up position. So after some time, we started discussing a few additional things, and I got news and wind that we were going to have our new ED. Our current ED was actually going to go to a different location as he got a promotion. It's like, okay. Happy for him and his husband, genuinely happy. So not once did I ask, okay, so what's going to happen with me, right? Because I figured all that was going to be already in the works. It was already pre-planned for. So when our new ED came in, we had a few meetings with her in regards to like plans, how things kind of work, like my position, and current ED. This was all during her training period. So, she was told this is, that I would basically, aside from stuff that I was not allowed to be a part of, every other thing in regards to like the actual office, the whole entire clinic and everything, I will be able to help assist with that, because I basically substituted for him whenever he was 5 hours away at a different locations doing projects there. So it was made really clear to her, like, utilize her, because B knows almost everything that there is need to know about the clinic itself, not really the behind the scenes. I haven't gotten too far into depth about the behind the scenes with him. So it was understood. And then I did bring up at that time frame the discussions about becoming manager. And if there was not a position, which we do have a position, or they do have a position for office manager, they just closed it. Not necessarily closed it. They just never actually went ahead and hired someone for it after the old office manager got promoted to be part of corporate. So that position was always open, so I never understood why I did not get it. Though, this is the crazy thing. They didn't know that I was aware that there was actually supposed to be an office manager. So it was confirmed later on when situations happened where HR was involved and everything. She confirmed it. We were supposed to have one. So why he never gave me that position, like I said, I think that position was meant to stay open until I was ready. But at the same time, at some point towards the end of our old ED leaving, I knew I was ready at that point. But since they were making the transition, that's the reason why we had the meetings with our new ED. And I had expressed that I understand that she is not obligated to basically continue with what we have been working on, because it was an agreement between us. And later on when HR was involved, she even said, like, you're overly qualified for the position. Like, this should have been yours. So I'm thinking, you know, she's had one-on-ones with me. Like, she understands where my head is in regards to expectations for this position, or for my time, or what I was going to be doing. I didn't even spray the side of my face. So I'm thinking everybody's on the same page. My promotion should be coming soon. Nah. Basically, what ended up happening was normally what happens in companies. My boss, my new boss, went ahead, and once she fully took over, she started making decisions that just did not make sense, like, at all. She was like, well, we want to try this, we want to try that. Anytime I tried to give her a suggestion, it was just like, well, this is what we're going to do, okay? I was like, damn, like, you don't even know what you're doing. Everybody in this office can see you don't know what you're doing. And it's the reason why everybody keeps coming to me talking about something. Be like, get a hold of it. Do something. I'm like, I can't do nothing. This woman does not want me in part of any decisions because it's out of my scope of practice. All right. So she tried to lie because she knew at that point, due to discussions, she knew that I was having anxiety attacks because the job was toxic. But the thing about it was, the job was toxic, but knowing how much love and care I actually put into what it is that I do, I knew that if I got that office manager position, I could have changed so much. Change things that need to be changed. I'm going to try the shade for blush. It's an eyeshadow. It's called South Peach. It looks like this orangey color. It's a lot. Yeah, it looks more toned down on camera, but hopefully, I don't have an orange blush, so this is the next best thing. If not, I'm going to look at my palette and see what I have. Okay, this works. Now with this look, I'm bringing this up all the way. This eyeshadow is going to go all the way up to my under eye and around my face. Listen, basically our new ED was hiring her friends. She wasn't hiring qualified people. She was actually, these people are still employed. These people are not licensed. They're not legally supposed to be there. I think they have like a time frame that they can get their certifications and everything by, but they were getting paid more. She thought no one knew. This is stuff that was causing her employees to want to quit. So did I talk to her about this? No, wasn't my position. At the point that it was made clear to me, you ain't nothing but a little secretary. Okay, I'm gonna be that secretary for you. No problem. So she was hiring her friends. She was paying them more than what they actually deserved, especially because they were not licensed to be counselors. You're talking about someone who has more years of experience, is actually licensed, getting paid less than someone who is not licensed, does not have years of experience, and the only reason why they're getting that amount of money is because they're friends with the new boss. But none of them wanted to speak up, and it was not part of my department, so I didn't say anything. Is that what? Yeah, this is what we're going for. It was just very cliquey. Did I have my group of people? I had my group of people. Why? We were there the longest. Out of the whole entire clinic, I was the only one there the longest. Everybody else was brand new. I'm talking about maybe, aside from me, one person was there for a year. But yeah, I've been there such a long time that knowing people's secrets, knowing what's going on behind the scenes, things I kept to myself. I'm just being very messy with it. And just bring it all on. And I'm also going to do the bottom. But yeah, I started keeping records towards the end because my boss, she was just, that woman was just wow. But anyway, I think I was saying earlier that we had ended up calling HR, which we did. We called her. Like I said, kind of felt like she understood our point, but then at the same time, our answers weren't fully accepted. It was like, well, why didn't you do this? And I'm just like, she's not really an easy person to talk to. Let me express something to y'all. It was a meeting, a full-on meeting with the whole entire staff. We were expressing to our boss about our times. Mind you, we get there, what did we get there? I would get there like about 4:45-ish in the morning. Some people would get there at 4 o'clock. We do deserve at least a 15 or 20-minute break just to use the restroom, to eat something. She was like, well, what she told us in the meeting, she said, if you guys keep bringing up the fact that you guys want a break, what we're going to do is we're going to extend our hours so that way no one gets a break. And she flat out said, I don't care. I don't care what time y'all get in. I don't care if y'all get a break or not. I don't care if we're assistant patients until 1 p.m. in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't care. I just don't care. I really don't care about any of it. And we're like, we're telling you that we need a break, that we're not robots. And why did she get like that? Is because we have brought this up to her numerous times. And she just really got tired of hearing it because she kept denying us our breaks. So legally in the state of Virginia, your job has to give you a lunch break. It is up to you as the employee to decide whether you want to work throughout that lunch break or not. But you don't have to take a lunch break. And this was brought up to HR she and myself had a meeting with HR, just the three of us. She had the nerve to say, I'm sorry if you interpreted what I said as that I don't care. I was like, my brain didn't calculate what you said and turned it into that. Like, you said this in front of the whole entire team. Like, it was like, I'm sorry if you took it that way. How can I take something that way if it's like directly what you said? I'm just going to mix some dark browns. That's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to pack it on my eye. I think I'm going to insert pictures at the end. Of how this makeup look actually turns out, so that way you guys can see a little bit more closer. So now we're going to move on to lips, and there's something that I kind of want to add to this look. So I ended up having, Monday morning when I was supposed to come in, I ended up having a 12-hour long anxiety attack of everything that's been going on. Now, she did a color kind of like this dark, maybe a little bit darker, but I don't want to do dark lips with the dark eyes, dark clothes, dark hair. I'm going to do more of a darker nude color, but I'm not going to do the dark chocolate brown that she had on her lips. I forget what this is called, basically, where they have like the liquid lipstick on this end and then the lip gloss. That's what I'm going to go in with. Now what I'm going to do is put on the lip gloss that comes with it. And then we should be, I mean, you can leave it matte by all means. I just think gloss would look better. Alright, y'all, so this is the final look. I hope you guys like it and enjoy this video. If you guys do want to have more like story time or talk or get ready with me and talking about certain subjects, just let me know and I'll definitely go ahead and do a video on that. But in the meantime, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.